Fast Wi-Fi for you with Jay and
that black dude Kev.
Holy hell, you had to be so racist.
I mean, that's what I'm described as. So I mean, hey. Anyways,
I wait until you give a proper introduction, sir. I'm not sitting here taking that black.
I said Kev at the end of it. If you were listening,
no,
I definitely did. I said that black dude Kev.
I don't see color. Okay.
Wow.
On this
I
podcast,
love when people say they don't see color because that's bullshit. Unless you're colorblind.
No, we don't see color here. Okay.
Okay, you're right.
A man, I'm a man. Actually, you're right. a piece of flesh. I'm a piece of flesh.
I'm gray. Right? That gray dude gray. Kev.
Okay.
I'm like one of the sisters off the Proud Family.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? How are you? How's your day? Great? Okay, good.
My day was cool. I went to work. I went to dinner, and now I'm here.
So you're here doing what?
What do you mean I'm here doing what? I'm here doing a podcast.
Is that all you're doing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True. You're right.
True.
Okay.
Boy, common courtesy really has been lost over these years. I asked this nigga what the hell he's doing and how was his day, and it's just silence.
I told you I went to work, I went to dinner, and now I'm here.
Common courtesy and chivalry has been lost amongst the black community.
What did you do, my sir?
Oh, no. Oh, what did I do? How am I? How's your day? How you feeling?
How's your life, sir?
Shitty. Since you want to ask, like,
why is it snappy?
Because you're here.
That's cold. But express that a little more.
You could explain it a little more. Let's unpack this.
Our brains sometimes work like a filing cabinet, and we just tend to throw certain things in the cabinet. And okay, all right, that's what I thought.
I already got to do an 8-page
How is your day, sir?
Great. I have to go to work extremely early tomorrow. I went to work.
What did you do today? What did you do today? What else did you do?
I went to work.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
I came home and I started the podcast. That's all I did.
Did you eat today?
Yep. Ate a lot of food today.
What did you eat for breakfast?
I had oatmeal. I had Ezekiel bread. I had fruit. I had some more fruit. And I had some yogurt.
Facts.
Then for lunch, I had a quinoa kale salad. And then I had some butternut squash soup. And then I had some bread with that. And I had some more fruit.
That sounds very healthy.
I had a chickpea pasta salad with carrots, and spinach, and celery, and Italian dressing.
That's really healthy. That's really healthy.
Yeah, I know it is.
I respect you.
I don't.
You don't respect yourself? Okay.
Nah, I'm good though. All right. First and foremost, welcome to Fast Wi-Fi for you. With Jay and Kev, the podcast. For some reason, somebody wrote on one of these apps, they said that they don't understand when I say the intro, which I don't understand how you don't understand.
Wait, were they saying it as a joke or they're being serious?
I don't know. It's text based. I can't tell if it was joking or serious. Man, I gotta go find
Not now, but I'm saying I want to see it because I want to laugh.
Send you the stuff. It was just it was like, I can't hear the intro. And I was like, what do you mean you can't hear the intro? I yell, and we're like, it's a very dragged out intro.
Back Fast Wi-Fi for you with Jay and then I say something.
Yeah, I'm like, what do you mean you don't hear it? Turn your headphones.
Maybe they want you to enunciate.
And we're back with Fast Wi-Fi for you.
There you go, college professor.
Like some bullshit, man. All right. Dang it, made me throw off what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So, in case people wondering, we actually do really, really love reviews and comments and ratings.
Hint, nudge, nudge.
Hint, nudge, nudge. 5 stars. Sorry, I had to cough. Even though this person that left this extremely long review gave us 4 stars, but I still respect them.
I appreciate anything that has. I just appreciate it all. I like the feedback.
Why, but I'll take it as the person because I know them. You know them. We all know them.
I don't want to know who it is.
From the Fast Wi-Fi for you family.
Don't care anymore. All right, so
C.
Shout out to C.
C. Who the fuck is C?
I'm not giving him clout. I'm not saying his name.
What? Nigga, no, it's a
Who name
her.
start with a C? Oh, okay, I got you.
Oh my god.
I thought you was talking about.
No, I'm not talking about him.
Peru.
No, I'm talking about
Shout out to you, Peru.
The first lady of Fast Wi-Fi for you.
Unafraid.
Tierra Mascara.
The light bright.
Light bright.
Light bright.
If you don't know who Tierra is and you're kind of wondering, you should go to our YouTube channel and check out any of our old skits. It's a very light-skinned female.
Yeah.
That's the homie.
Super tiny. She's like invisible.
Invisible.
I still love you, T.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her company she got, man. Her and her boyfriend, man. That's dope.
Hey, I respect
the culinary club, man. I be taking their recipes here and there. All right, so she dropped some questions for us.
Yeah, let's take them one at a time.
Here at Fast Wi-Fi is all about you because that's what it's for, you.
The enunciation.
Oh man, I should get paid to do this.
You shouldn't.
So I'm going to skip some of the personal stuff she said here. And first question, you guys should talk about why men cheat. What drives a man to cheat? Kevin, what drives a man to cheat?
To me, what drives a man to cheat usually is either. Oh man, that's kind of loaded.
Wait, do you mind if I
go
the rest of my pasta salad while you talk?
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, cool.
My top 3 for the reasons why guys cheat. Number 1 being they aren't sexually satisfied from their girlfriend, usually. Maybe there's an issue in the relationship which is causing less sex, or I don't know, something's going on. Usually men are going to go out and seek that. Number 2, they just are unable to be with you because they haven't gotten over their whole phase. And a lot of men don't want to admit that. And the third reason is they don't respect women. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like those are the big ones.
Those really are the main ones. So let's unpack this. Let's start with the last one. They don't respect women. Now, are we taking this to the level of the macro size of like their family, globally? We're talking just straight up intimate relationship wise.
Well, maybe they are emotionally unavailable because of the way they were raised, or because they were missing a father figure, or because the role models they had in their life didn't respect women. Like, it could be that.
That's true. And they didn't have that like moral compass or someone to look up to, is what you're saying. As in,
I think a moral compass isn't taught. I think that's something that we develop on our own as human beings. But I can only speak of it from that standpoint because I know my moral compass is very sound. Like, I take that stuff very serious. If I feel it's not right, I'm not going to do it. I'm very black and white when it comes to what's right and what's wrong for me. That's and what I expect of others. And that's probably how I will raise my children. But not everybody has that. And I think, I don't know, because you can have the best parents in the world and you could still end up being a demon. So like, I've seen people who just suck as human beings and they had great parents and they're just disrespectful little shits. So
for real,
I mean, true. I don't think it can be taught.
Yeah. I also think the part that drives, and I agree with all 3 of your points, and if I repeat my 3 and then yours, is because I really agree with them. But I feel like the whole phase is so true. You know, guys.
As far as what, like all men need a whole phase, or
no.
They need to admit when they're done. Yeah, okay.
They don't acknowledge when they are in a whole phase, right? So you can double tab and comment on all these pictures of like, oh, this is goals. Oh, I just want this. Oh, I just want, writing all this like, lullaby, like I'm gonna get all the girls to love this stuff.
Yeah,
but you don't really mean it. You're using it for gain somewhere. And then when you kind of mislead somebody through your gain and they are just like, oh, I'm all in for you, and you're like, oh, I didn't really want to, but it's consistent, so why not?
Yeah.
They don't acknowledge the fact of like they're not ready to be there or be in that space, and then now you're in like a conflict. So
And then
That
some guys just they're born a certain way. They have a certain swag about them or a certain look, and it makes it easier for them to be around women and to get on that intimate level with a woman. And some of that
yep,
power goes to their head. So
yep. Because once you start getting that little recognition, it blows you up.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a fact. Even
Hashtag
the
that's what
best
happened
in
to Fast
men,
Wi-Fi for you.
when we feel
Um,
like we're lacking that attention,
yeah, and it's all
it's crazy
attention
when we get
seeking.
it. Yeah,
It's all attention seeking. So when you have these people that come around and they give you this attention, they give you the likes, they give you the time of day, and you don't really want just one because you just want to not really be attached anywhere because you don't want to be hurt. So I feel like guys cheat a lot because they don't want to be hurt. So they know
but
if
what's
they're
crazy about that is they're doing the hurting. That's what's crazy
exactly
about the cycle.
exactly. So it's like you're in a relationship, you don't want to be hurt, so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come out of this untouchable, unscathed. So I'm going to jump into 18 other relationships at the same time. This way, if this person leaves me, I'm not that hurt because I got more of the same of what I was getting here in other places.
Yeah.
Instead of dealing with whatever drama or whatever issue was going on in your relationship currently. So at least guys just be like, I'm gonna just do me. Um, the other reason I feel like is because they have an inflamed sense of self, and that goes back to that whole, you know, validation, attention.
Yeah.
They take social media or something so serious that they feel like this is their identity,
Yeah,
and they
those
can
guys
only
who get like a just 250 likes, they start
I'm
smelling
not saying get
themselves.
250, but yeah, absolutely. Because then they're like, oh, that means 250 people want me, which
Yep.
means I don't have to deal with, you know, this
As
girl
soon as one
being
starts
all
acting crazy, oh, that's cool. I can replace you.
exactly. I got
That's the mindset.
249 more,
Yep.
and it gets confusing because now you're taking your internet self and making that your real self, but your internet self doesn't have any substance. It's just there.
But some
Um,
women want that, just like some men want that.
I know, so and that's the scary
It's
part
that.
of like people fall in love with this image of a person or the
Yeah, I
idea
used
of
to
a
say that
person.
all the time with a lot of my exes. You're in love with the idea of me. You're not in love with me.
Exactly. So
They're
it's
like,
like
what do you mean? Like,
you're
you
in
don't
you're
even
in
get
love
it.
with the what I represent or what I
Exactly.
can provide, not of who I am. You know what I mean? You're not really down for those moments where I'm extremely weird or odd or different. You're like,
Hmm.
you like the good part. Oh, he's 6 foot. He's this tall. It's this wide.
Yep.
He's so funny. He has the cutest laugh and dimple. And it's good for show. It's a good trophy. But when you take that trophy down, I remember the game you played.
You
You're not
just
really sure if
reminded
it's
me
worth it.
the next podcast I wanted to talk
Stop
about
alluding to this
trophy.
stuff on there. Text me afterwards.
It just yeah, okay.
That was another complaint we got. We always allude to stuff and never get to it. So we have
We
to.
no, that's not true. We've gotten to
Mm,
mostly everything
no,
that we've talked about.
nope. We still haven't done a Black Church episode. We still haven't talked about the butt
That's
stuff.
because we're talking about this right now. People's direct questions take precedence over that.
Fine, whatever excuse you want to give. But anyway, back to the inflamed and idea of someone. So it's like you can like the idea of me. You don't really like me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can DM me and get a little convo or some gifts and images and jokes, but you don't like me. Like that's a double entendre. Don't ask me how. Um, and I think the last one, if I didn't already say three, it's just for the fact of I hate to admit it, guys, but we afraid to settle down, like because you're
I
afraid you're
mean, I
gonna
feel like
lose
that
it.
goes hand in hand with the point you were just making.
Yeah, yeah, all of them kind of tie into each other in a way, but it's like you don't want to lose anything, nor do you want to be that vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's this big female um headed meme that goes around. It's like I'm gonna start going to first dates saying, "Are you aware of the trauma in your life and how it influences you and how you might act towards me? Because I don't got time for that."
I mean, the same thing could be said about girls with daddy issues.
No, that's a whole nother.
Yeah, exactly. That's a whole nother conversation.
Right,
So if
right. But right
if
now,
a woman were to say that to me, I would immediately go to that because I could write a whole book on it.
right, yeah, but men cheating wise, that's definitely why. Dudes are never satisfied. You never have just one. You eat one chip, you gonna want more. You know what I'm saying? But it's not every guy.
And let's remember, people, when you are not satisfying your partner, and you're not having a conversation about it, people tend to go out and seek what they're missing.
Yep. Because they could find that somewhere else without dealing with whatever else is going on.
And they usually won't regret it until it's already done. And then at that point, you guys have an entire issue in your relationship. And it goes back to lack of communication.
Like I was going to say, then it goes back to your communication, because now you got some issues you really got to talk about.
Exactly.
Oh, don't mind me.
Now you created that monster.
Yeah. And you won't acknowledge it because you don't want to. You don't want to deal with this. So you're going to go back to the rest of those 249 and get some validation, feel good about yourself, and be more inflamed.
Also, something that I forgot, side note, when somebody continuously tells you that you're doing something that you're not doing, over time, you almost get into a headspace where it's like, you know what? They think I'm doing it. I should just go out here and do it.
Oh my God. That
like,
was going to be one of the next
men,
questions.
women, don't do that. Like, most of the time, if you're accusing somebody, that means you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. But if you're not, that means you're insecure and you're just going to create that monster. You're going to speak it into existence.
Facts. If you're sitting here saying,
so don't do that.
If you're sitting here saying, oh, go text your hoes, and it's like, yo,
yeah.
At this rate,
I used to hate that when girls would be like, oh, you got hoes. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
What hoes? Show me.
Show me the hoes. Because if I'm dealing with this much backlash and I ain't got no
let
hoes,
me know.
I might as well get them.
And then of course you got those specific girls who be like, oh, well, on this date at this time, there was a picture on your Instagram and
dog. Let's not go there.
Shots fired.
Shots are fired.
You have the private investigator girls.
Shout out to the live audience we have. Hey, son.
Oh man.
Yo, does she listen to this?
That's a good question. I don't know.
You never asked that?
No.
Oh, okay, true. I was like, well, guess who's featured?
Nah, nice try. Nice try.
Good. Okay, good. Just making sure. Almost said something real outlandish. That's why.
Anyways,
next part of this question, and I guess we kind of hit the nail on the head on some of this, is why do men lie to their women but keep it 100 with the hoes?
Because they're, you go first. I went first last time. You go first.
Sure. It's a lot easier to lie to somebody that you're not emotionally involved with. So if I'm in a relationship and I have 3 other side pieces that I'm only there physically, I'm not there emotionally, it's easy to lie to them because you don't care. No,
I think you mean it's easier to tell the truth for someone that you don't care about because you don't care what
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, you're confusing me.
Yeah, my bad. It's easier to tell the truth to them because you don't care.
Exactly.
It's easier to lie to the one that you care about because it protects them. It protects you. You don't have to go through the drama of something or being hurt. And like we said before, with the validation, you'll get your validation with the side ones quicker because that's all they see in you. They only see the good. Now, if you go to your relationship with that bull, you ain't gonna get the validation 24/7. There's gonna be some times they don't confront you, and then you gotta deal with that. So you gotta be okay with being uncomfortable. And I mean, not even trying to be funny about it, but the wording of it tells you right there. Why do men lie to their women but keep it 100 with their hoes? Because they're a hoe. Like, why am I giving you that same respect I'm gonna give to my woman? Jay-Z said,
which isn't right, but
it's not right. But if you're in that predicament where you got to put a hierarchy in place, you're gonna give the respect 100% to the one at the top before the other ones. But go ahead. What do you think?
I mean, every point that you brought up, I agree with wholeheartedly. I think at the end of the day, it's with someone you're in a relationship with. As men, we're scared to be vulnerable because women most of the time send mixed messages. Not saying that all women do this, but as far as our society, it's not okay for a man to be soft or show his emotion and express himself. So now that we can't do that, we don't want to. So now we're gonna act tough. And we don't want to tell you anything because it's going to come off as we're soft and you're going to replace us.
Yep.
So with our women, we don't want to tell them everything. But then if there's someone you don't really care about who is just there for whatever reason,
Yeah, you can tell them
they ask you a
whatever.
question, you're gonna keep it 100 because you don't care if they leave or stay.
See,
you don't care.
And the way to break it down like this, and I don't want to break up relationships or be the reason why we lose a lot of our male demographic and go to women. Ladies, ask your dude to show you the screenshots he sends to his group chats. Right now, if he's screenshotting something that y'all said, it's something probably really sweet, something really nice. If he's showing a different screenshot, it's just some girl he doesn't care about, where he can say the wild things he wants to say. Because if he says to you, he knows he's gonna start a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think I really ever had a big phase like this in my life, but I do remember at some points in my life, like, I didn't really, the ones I really cared about, and it probably wasn't like a full relationship or if it was just talking or whatever. The ones that I was serious about, oh, never, ever, 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 ever am I about to disrespect them so openly. Maybe joking around, but that's between me and that person.
Yeah.
To the ones that I didn't care about, that's the ones I tried the stuff I saw on the internet too. The memes, all that. Like, I was like, cool. I don't care. Was it right? Hell no. Did I feel good? Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was funny. But it's
For
like,
the moment, yeah,
it's the moment, but what else are you really gaining from that? Nothing. So, yeah.
But then I believe, guys, if that's something that your lady complains about, or vice versa, ladies, if that's something your guy complains about, just keep it 100. And what I do, if I'm asked a question, I'm gonna answer it honestly. I feel as though if someone asks me a question and they don't really want the answer, that's on them because they asked me, and I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. And I think honesty works better because it makes the communication easier. They may not reciprocate that, but at the end of the day, when I know I'm being honest and I'm keeping it 100, you can never say that I wasn't being real with you. So if it doesn't work out, you can't say that. You can tell your friends whatever, and I don't really care what your friends think, but I know that you know that I kept it 100.
Exactly. Like, I don't want you in these streets putting lies in my name because you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they can, but I mean, it is what it is at
but
that
at the end of the day, it's like, even if somebody confronted them, they already know. That ain't really right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And I think in my current situation, I'm probably to most people a little too honest, but I mean,
side note,
I'd rather her hear it from me than anybody else.
Right.
So I mean,
side note, if y'all hear a whole bunch of random background noise while Kevin's talking, I keep falling off my bed low key, so I like panic a little bit. That's all. But nah, yo, honesty is the way to go. Honestly, without saying honest so many times, but it doesn't matter.
Just keep it a buck. You wouldn't want somebody to lie to you. And that's a double standard with guys that pisses me off.
What's up?
How are you gonna get mad at your girl for talking about certain things, but then you go and do these things or say these things? Like, you can't get mad at your girl if she's out, some dude's hitting on her, and she gave him a little bit of attention when you out here actually getting girls' numbers. Like,
texting
what?
them, talking to them all night. Like, what is
if you're
wrong?
texting her with the intention of flirting, then you're wrong.
Yep. You might as well just give that same energy to your girl and just call it a day.
Exactly. Because just think, every time I'm in a situation, I'm like, okay, would I get mad at this?
Mm-hmm.
If I felt like I get mad, I'm not gonna do it.
Yep.
Because I think that's grimy, but that's just how my moral compass works.
Exactly. And it's different for everybody, except for the people on this podcast, because we think the exact same way. And again, we touch on so many of these things in this question. Shout out to you, T. We appreciate this. The next point is, why can't men communicate properly with their emotions?
I'm not talking about that because that's a bias. I don't feel like
Yeah.
Anybody who knows me in 2017, Jay, knows that we communicate.
2017, Jay. That's crazy.
We communicate. I feel like we express ourselves like mature adults.
Yeah. And for the
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, for those previous years of Jay, that's like all, everybody's kind of wondering what.
You didn't have to explain that. You could just let people rock with it. I didn't say anything. I just said 2017 Jay.
Yeah, that's like your innocuous way of saying I was on some other.
I didn't say anything. You're making an assumption.
Okay. I'm not arguing.
But
I'm choosing.
I'm
choosing happiness.
I I think I communicate. There are times when I'm upset and
Oh,
I don't know how to say
2016 to
things, so I have to
2017,
process.
Kev is great. Before that, yo, he was a oh my
I
god.
mean, if we're gonna air me out, that's cool. So,
I'm not gonna air you out. I'm just saying.
back in college, I was able to communicate myself. I just didn't do it in an appropriate
Oh,
way.
okay. I'm glad you said it. You cleaned that
Yeah,
one up.
I'll be honest. That's cool with me.
I
I'll
don't
be
think
honest.
anyone really communicated
A lot of
appropriately.
people. No, that's not true because
I
I used
definitely
to get it
did.
a lot. That like I was a dickhead, but I didn't care.
No, you
Like
were brutally honest.
I was blunt. Like, don't ask me a question if you want to answer. I still feel that way, but I can soften the blow now a little bit. That's why it takes time for me to process things
Well,
sometimes
hold on.
because I don't think everyone can handle my like raw opinion.
Um, Softening the blow. Is that fair to the other person? Do you
I think it is
why? Because I disagree with this.
for using an example.
Okay.
If in the moment I'm upset about something and I have like raw emotion and energy, I may not say something the way I actually mean to say it, or I'm trying to convey the message in a certain way and it's not coming off that way because my energy is not there. So I think if you take the time to think about it, maybe softening the blow is the wrong verbiage. Um, really making sure you're thinking about what you're saying and how it impacts you and the person that you're conveying the message to is ideal.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. The only reason I was
Because no, go ahead.
no, I was just saying the only reason I was disagreeing is because it's like if my first thought is something that's going to harm the person that I'm with or love, that's not. I don't really love or care about them. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm not saying like first things that pop into my head aren't things that are malicious, but not everybody can handle my honesty. You know that firsthand.
You ain't that bad, but yeah, no, I
You've
get you.
experienced some. How many girls can you
No,
count
don't you
that
talking about
I've
to
been
me. I was always saying to me,
100%?
no.
No, I'm talking about with women.
Oh yeah, no, it's
And I'm
terrible.
not making a biased like statement. I'm saying like Jay knows certain things that may cross my mind. People that I'm talking to may not be able to handle it the way I would want to say it
No, of course not.
off jump because people misconstrue what I say in text messages, which is why I'm a bad texter. I don't like to have serious conversations via text message because what I'm saying may be taken out of
Yep.
context. Even when I'm having a discussion with somebody, like they can take what I'm saying out of context. It's gotten me into really bad situations plenty of times. But if you ask me and you clarify with me, sure, because sometimes I don't even know that I'm saying it that way.
Yep. That's very true.
But it's just how I express myself because when I was younger, I used to bottle things up. So I told myself when I got older, I'm not going to be doing that because if I come from an emotional standpoint, I'm more likely to get angry. And when I'm angry, I don't really care about anybody's feelings.
That's true. I can understand that. I definitely would agree on
So,
that point.
yeah.
Because I think with me, it's a little bit different because in my head, things always make sense. When I say it, I probably skip words, paraphrase, mumble, whatever, slur, and it doesn't come across the same way. So,
Whoa, time out. Let's talk about how you tried to skip over that slur. What?
my
Whoa.
list was
What
like,
you be thinking? Oh, I thought you meant like a slur. Like I'm like, whoa,
wait,
what?
what do you mean?
A racial slur? I'm
Oh,
thinking like, bruh, that's
I
extreme,
didn't
bro.
know
Like,
you think I would do some
whoa.
cool shit like that.
You said slur. That's the first thing that popped into my head. I
Wow.
didn't know you meant like
Slurred
slurred speech.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lisp.
I'm like, oh, you need to go to counseling, bro. That's not okay. I hate people who get angry and say things. I'm like, oh, I didn't mean that. No. I know when I get angry, I mean exactly what I'm saying, but I would never say something like, oh, you be or you stink, this, that. And I'm not going to say something like that because I don't mean it.
That's facts. But it just comes to a part where, like, if I'm in a argument or discussion with somebody, especially in a relationship, I always have to take my time speaking because I can make things
Yeah,
that
same here.
much worse
Exactly.
before I make it better. I can say something that's extremely nice, but it comes off the wrong way. It has happened.
Exactly. There's plenty of times where I'm given a compliment and it's not taken that way. And then when they explained it to me when we were both calm, it's like, I can see how you thought that.
Yeah.
Like, that's not how I meant it, though.
Yeah. It's very facts. I mean, it's very factual. Wow. It's very facts.
Like if you say, dang girl, you over there looking fat, some women would understand what you're saying, but then some women would think that you're literally calling them fat.
Disclaimer.
And it's just like, no. That's a good example though. You know I'm right.
I'm skipping.
All right, whatever.
All right, this next question. Hold on, let me address this. And we're not answering this question because we give up too much game.
Some of the things that she sent, I'm definitely not talking about.
This one, how to keep a man. Listen to what we said.
Yeah. No ultimatums. Go into our old podcast.
No ultimatums. There you go. You win. What stimulates consistency within a man? You have to know him.
That depends on the guy. Yeah, exactly. We can't answer that. Like,
oh wait, hold on. Time out. Because T knows us and how we talk. I don't want anyone that's listening to this thinking that we're being disrespectful to her.
Yeah, we're not.
We've been through college with her for years. Consistency with men. You got to know what makes them happy. You got to know what they want, what they don't want. That goes into the whole love languages. You got to know if they like gifts more than they like compliments. If they like quality time more than, so it's like you have to kind of gauge that and figure out what not to do. As long as he's happy, he'll stay with you. He's consistent with you.
Not all the time though. Some guys self-sabotage, so it depends on the individual. You can't say that.
Yeah, I used to do it too. But
if you want consistency from a man, be consistent yourself.
That's facts. That took the words right out of my mouth. As long as you're consistent, he will be consistent. Because if he fell for you or wanted to be with you.
Now, ladies, we're not saying that this is 100% foolproof. Because like I said, individuals are who they are. But for people who know themselves, and I can't even say that. People are different. But from where my headspace is, if you're consistent, he should be consistent too.
Yep.
That's all I got to say about that.
Very true. As long as you're you at the end of the day and not some...
Yeah, be yourself and be consistent. Like, don't try to be someone else.
Yeah, don't try to be... just don't.
Yeah, we're with you for you. Like, facts. We don't... If we wanted somebody else, we'd be with somebody else.
And to the guys, like, your girl is with you for you.
Exactly. That's why you can't get mad at certain things. Not because you're... That's something I struggle with in the past.
Oh, facts. I've struggled with that up until...
Guys have egos, today. For sure.
Like...
We all have egos. There's still some things that's just like, well, damn. But I mean, and you got to be comfortable with yourself.
With the ego part too, and I think it's hard for women, not all women, but majority, for them to understand is it's almost primitive for us. You know what I'm saying? If we go back to caveman time and Kev's the first one to build a wheel, I'm pissed. Now I'm about to build a wheel and then some. Even if that wasn't even my main agenda, it's just because of my ego. He can't be better than me. So it's like we're always going to be self-correcting. We're always going to try to improve somewhere. And sometimes it comes off too hard, too strong. We go too far. And we got to scale it back. We got to learn, We got to get burned a little bit.
I agree. I saw this next one and said, ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to skip that too.
Want me to take it? No, I don't think we should skip that one. I think this one's important, just like the other one.
Like 3 in my head. Okay, yeah, go ahead. You go first. You can read it.
The next question was... When is the right time to say I love you?
First date, as soon as you see him.
Oh, that's OD. I think if you're having the thought like, like I really love this person, but I don't want to say it, that means you really care and you should express yourself.
Yeah. And it's not like
if they're for you, they won't run.
Exactly. And if they run, it wasn't for you, period.
Yeah, it wasn't for you. Like if they're freaked out by that or it ruins it, that means it wasn't meant to be. It is what it is. And if that's something you got to deal with.
And if they run away, they were in love with the idea and aesthetic of you.
Exactly.
Not the emotional part. So
exactly.
Yeah, if you feel it, say it. And if you don't want to say it directly, explain around it. You don't know where your emotional scaffolding or processing is going to help someone else feel the same way. You don't got to be like, I just want to sniff the back of your neck, the nape of your neck every morning. They're like, what the hell? Like, you can say, yo, I really enjoyed this. Like, this is really great. Like, I haven't felt like this in a while. This is refreshing. Like...
Yeah, I express myself all the time that way. I probably shouldn't, but it is what it is. Yeah. I constantly express how I'm feeling.
Yeah, and if...
I feel like one day I'm going to throw up on me, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. I appreciate my circumstance. I'm being like dead serious, though.
I know you are.
It is what it is.
How to be in a relationship with a man who has all women in his life, family wise, because it's hard. Trust I know from experience.
If he has all the women in his life, that's a good thing. That means he should have grown up
Oh,
in a
wait, wait,
stable
wait, wait, wait.
environment.
No, I get it now. She's saying, how can you be in a relationship with a man when say all he has is women in his life? You know what I'm saying?
If it's meant to be, it'll happen. That's all I gotta say about that.
That's
Too.
true. I and in the other part, not to just write that one off. I feel like if you're a strong enough woman in that relationship, or he sees you in that way, he's gonna put you right there with the rest of them.
Okay, that's fair. I shouldn't dismiss
Yeah.
it.
Like,
I agree with what Jay said, and what I have to say about that is, if you are comfortable in your skin, what those people think shouldn't matter.
mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you are who you are. If they don't like you, okay, but if you're trying to appease them, you're only going to destroy your relationship, or you're going to destroy your confidence.
Exactly. So if they don't like you personally, like Kevin's saying, just roll with it. Like,
Exactly. Like, don't
eventually,
be disrespectful, but like, just
exactly. Eventually, they're going to see the
be
fact
cordial.
that their son, brother, nephew, uncle, whoever loves you so much, they can make it work. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
If they really care about the person you're with, they will come around, because if you're consistent, they'll be like, man, you know what?
I gave her the
They've
wrong
been
idea.
treating such and such. Exactly. I had a bad first impression of you, but I see that such and such really cares about you. Like, let me take the time to actually get to know you. Or you have the people who are stubborn for the rest of your lives.
Hey,
But hey,
who
keep it
cares? And they
classy.
might they
Keep
might
it
come to the part
classy.
where they say, you know what, I'm gonna check myself because I was
Exactly.
extremely standoffish because I was overprotective of him, but he's in good hands.
Yeah, just keep it classy.
Just stay.
Don't be that person who is disrespectful to somebody's family. That is not okay.
Nah, definitely not. Just stay the course. You got
I'm
that.
not saying to let them walk all over you,
Yeah,
but
stand up for yourself when you need to. Don't
keep it
tolerate
classy.
disrespect,
Yeah,
but don't start no drama where it puts him in the middle and now he has to pick a side
exactly.
because he ain't gonna
Exactly.
pick you.
Don't ever put anybody in a situation where they have to pick. That's
No
not cool.
ultimatums. Yeah, we should make that a shirt. No ultimatums. Uh,
I'd wear it.
why women? Oh, why shouldn't women propose?
I don't think that's what she meant.
Why women shouldn't ask? Oh, snap! My bad.
I think she just means like
Why?
bringing up marriage.
Because you take the flavor off of it, like you. It's no longer. It does.
Nah, I mean, I know both sides of that, so I don't know.
So like, in my thought of it, when a woman starts asking for it, it's almost like well, she wants this cake. Let me go get this cake. It's not like I'm about to surprise her with this cake. It just makes it, all right, you asked for it. Here it is. You know what I'm saying? Because now,
But when some people feel like when you're dating somebody, that's legitimate
oh no,
concern, because it's like, okay,
absolutely.
well, I'm dating you with the potential of possibly marrying you, so it's okay to think that way.
If
If you don't think that way, then I would think that you don't take it that serious.
absolutely, if you're in a relationship for an extremely long time, it doesn't come around yet. That might,
Yeah, that mean that guy is I don't know, because there are some guys out there who will be with you for freaking forever and will not even bring it
yeah,
up.
and that's where you have
I
to gauge
think
it.
if there's a certain time frame that you should know your worth and your value,
Hey, I always put
women.
it like this: when your market value starts decreasing, hey, you got to ask
Yeah,
that question
yeah, it's time to.
because you ain't got much time out there.
Yeah, you don't want to be with the guy forever, use up all your good years, and now he decides that, what, I don't want to marry you.
Facts.
Now you used all your good years.
Yep.
Your mileage is up
Your
there.
mileage is up there. Look, what he trying to say is you ugly now.
That is not what I was
um,
trying to say. You're putting words in my mouth.
roles and responsibilities in a relationship and why it's important. I
I'm so confused.
wait,
What?
hold on. Let me read. Roles and responsibilities in a relationship. Why it's important and why women like to hear about these things. Oh, why? Wait, it's such a double-sided. Okay, why do women like to hear about roles and responsibilities in a relationship? Why do they like the guy to take force? And why it's important?
I didn't get that from that. I'm really
Yeah, I
confused.
ain't going front. This one got me confused too. But shout out to Tara for those questions.
Thank you for the questions,
Roles and
T.
responsibilities in relationships is very important because you got to figure out the power. You got to figure out the hierarchy. You got to figure out how you're going to. Well, not the hierarchy.
Look, there's the birds and the
You
bees.
got to
It's
figure out
like,
how
no,
you're going to be together.
I'm gonna take a crack at this. Roles and responsibilities. I think you know, you're right. You
go ahead, yo. I'm going to my thesis paper. This is what it's about, so go for it.
If I'm gonna say that T was saying what are the roles or how to place each other's in roles and responsibilities of the relationship, those are things that you should establish from the beginning. So you guys should set boundaries for what you want, what you don't want, and go from there. I'm thinking that's what she's asking. So those things need to be established.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody expects you to do a certain thing because of your gender, I don't agree with that. So
I'm trying to take my.
I'm guessing that's what.
I'm trying to take my school and all this stuff out of my head for this question, because this is exactly what I'm dealing with. But you got to find where the comfort zone is going to be and where you both are okay with being.
Yes.
If you can have an adult conversation and figure out what's it going to be, you're fine.
Well, if you can't have an adult conversation, y'all shouldn't be together.
If it becomes an issue where somebody feels personally offended, it ain't meant to be. Because you have to, not only is cohabitation a thing now, but you have to be functional together. Not one person doing all the work and the other person just...
Exactly. It has to be give and take.
Yeah.
And of course, if I haven't said it a billion times in like every freaking podcast we've done, communication.
Thanks.
If you want the relationship to succeed, you have to communicate.
Yep.
There is no such thing as a good relationship of people who do not communicate. One of the foundations of a relationship is communication. One of the foundations of human interaction is communication.
Verbal and nonverbal.
Yes.
Ouch. I fell off my bed again. Hold up. Oh, snap.
It's also a super turn off now that I think about it. Like, of the women who I talked to, no. Like, the ones who couldn't express themselves or had, like, the social interactions of a third grader pissed me off immediately.
Yep.
Like, if you're talking to me, you're just like, you know, it's just sometimes like, what? First of all, I don't know what that means.
You gotta poop.
We're gonna keep arguing because I'm confused now and I'm trying to figure it out. You're getting more upset because I'm not getting it right because I'm not a mind reader.
I'm not a mind reader.
Like,
and don't hit me with that I'm fine, bull. Just talk.
Yeah, girl's favorite thing to say.
Yeah, we've been through that though. We've been through that.
My stomach is growling, like it's aggravating the mess out of me. I don't know why it's growling.
Yeah, you could tell your audience gonna make you a sandwich. No, I'm joking. That's mad gender specific. Let's not say that.
I'm fine.
You should make it a little bit more.
I'm fine.
My stomach is growling.
I'm fine.
Oh man. Oh.
So hopefully, T, we covered everything.
Facts.
And we gave you a little insight from the guy psyche.
Facts. We can't give you everything because we would be killed.
These are conversations you need to have with your boo thing.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he is him and we are not.
Yep.
But we can help because we're friends.
Yeah, we're like, we're a clique.
Yeah, we're loyal.
Even though you're all the way in the country.
And let's not forget that T is a bodist. Remember that conversation?
Oh.
I ain't forget, T. I ain't forget.
A bodist. Yo. I low-key almost forgot that one.
I didn't. That was like the worst thing I ever heard in my life. Like, terrible. And she was so sincere when she said it. I'm not even going to blow her spot up. But wow. The funniest thing I ever heard in my life.
A bodist.
I'm a bodist.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And shout out to Gary, man. Keep holding T down out there, man.
Shout out Gary. I'm not really familiar with Gary, but I'm sure he's a good dude if T is with him.
Yeah, he's cool. I feel like I know him from somewhere else besides the show, but I don't know. I might be tripping. So shout out to the Culinary Club. Love first, food second. They're a little love duo, little couple.
Yo, plug them if they have like a gram or
Yeah,
a
I'm about to do
website
it
or
right now.
something.
Dang, can I do something?
All right. Excuse me. You're right.
Dang, my dude.
I'm fine.
Good. I'm glad you fine. So now I'm gonna continue plugging our friend. Shout out to the Culinary Club. They're a catering service in the DMV. They aim to travel the world. Love first and food second. They have a YouTube channel with all their recipes and their Instagram. I ain't gonna front their Instagram is hella cute. Like I'd be like, oh, look at y'all enjoying food and each other. You could catch them on Instagram at CulinAireclub. If you can't spell Culinary Club, go follow them. I'm also gonna feature them on the Fast Wi-Fi for you Instagram. And damn, that look good as hell. Yo, Tika cook or like was that like a joke? Food look good.
I don't know. I honestly wait. Didn't she was in school for cooking, right? She switched her major to that towards the end, right?
Switched to hospitality like towards the end.
Yeah, I've never like seen Tia cook.
Side note, hold up. I just thought about all those times we starved at the shore. Tia couldn't cook a meal.
Tia didn't do nothing for us.
Real. She just used us to get on.
Except act poorly in videos. Like no.
You know my favorite.
Tia, I'm kidding. You're amazing.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I can't do this anymore. Man, funny.
Oh God, you freaking bodist.
I wonder if she's still a bodist. All right. What else is going on in your head, Kevo?
Nothing really. I feel like everything we just discussed was like heavy.
It kind of was, low-key. Damn, that was only 45 minutes. Did you happen to check out the Joe Quavo thing?
Nope. Oh. So I can't even talk about it.
Good, there's no point. So I'm just summing it up for you in 10 seconds or less. Quavo tried, Joe's going to kill him. Joe's not going to answer him in a rap because there's no point to. Period. Like, all he said was on a hook. If you hating, you a Joe Budden, pussy. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's it. And everybody was like, oh, he bodied him. Why? Because he said Joe Budden.
It's amazing when people are really, really on top of the world and they have a lot of clout and then they forget that Joe Budden is a real lyricist.
And Joe would body him.
I have been writing for a long time, but even if I was on like a higher level of lyrical competency, I still would not start a beef with Joe Budden.
You want to die?
That man, like
it's not his pen game.
He's an underrated lyricist. It's actually very uncomfortable. Like I was listening to them 2 tracks against Drake. Crap, I don't remember the name of them right now.
I know what you're talking about.
Making a Murderer Part 1 and what was the other one? Wake Up or
it was the one with the LA Dodgers.
The baseball players. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Was it Wake Up or I'm Up, I'm On that?
Where that's the one where he took Drake's beat and
yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yo, why am I forgetting? I'm blanking right now.
Yo.
Hey, if Joe listens to this, man, I'm a huge Joe Budden fan. Don't think I hate you. I just can't remember.
Yo, if Joe Budden ever gave me the time of day, which I know he wouldn't, because I heard he'd be mad foo-foo for even celebrities. That'd be crazy.
Wake.
Wake. I knew it was something. Yes. Okay, yeah, Wake. Yo, body. Like, that man is a lyricist. If you don't know Joe Budden for real, you only know him from Everyday Struggle, really break down his lyrics. That man,
son,
he thinks on a whole nother level.
I always tell people, if you want to know Joe's emotional pen game, listen to Ordinary Love shit parts 1 through 4. And if you want to know his real rap, go to any mood music volume, go to a Loose Quarter mixtape, go to you can go to anything. All Love Lost, Some Love Lost, No Love Lost, all those, and just play one track.
And if you are familiar with Joe Budden and you need a reminder, go listen to Making a Murderer Part 1 and wait.
For real.
That man hasn't lost a step. He chose to retire.
Exactly. It wasn't no force. Maybe it was like, oh, Drake got him out of here. He was already chilling.
Joe, if people really go to listen to those tracks, and Drake knew better, he didn't respond.
Yeah.
Drake knows. He put it on the beginning of the song how much he admires Joe Budden.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, but Joe doesn't have to be like, he doesn't care.
The only reason I had sent it to you is because I was so angry. You know, I tried not to get into Twitter beef with young people on the internets anymore. I keep calling him Migos, but it's more than one. All Quavo said was, if a nigga hating, call him Joe Buddy. And he ad-libbed and said, pussy. And everybody was hyping it up. And I'm sitting here like, this is what a rap beef is now? Like, my man said like 8 words, and y'all really going crazy.
But people need to understand that Migos, that's street shit. And Joe has made it known he's not street shit, but he has a team behind him who's about that street shit. So
do you remember when
people should leave that shit where it is?
Do you remember when Joe got snuffed? He was on the live stream talking about it.
Yeah.
So everybody was always clowning him. He was talking on his podcast a couple of weeks back. And he was like, everybody was making fun of me. I was there for my safety and coverage from the police because I had people already handling it outside. So don't get it twisted.
Yeah, people like to forget that. First of all, you can't mess with somebody from Jersey and think ain't gonna be no repercussions. Like, let's just keep it 100 right now. Like, people forget that people from Jersey are just angry as hell, and like you don't want that
right now.
I'm not throwing shots. I'm just saying.
You know, smooth could have caught the hands.
Here we go. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This is an example right here. But
I'm just reminding you.
Just know people from Jersey. That's just how they roll. Joe Budden specifically has. I said specifically. Don't try to play me because you know I hate when people use the ocean to address something. That's not what I said. I said specifically. Okay. But Joe has that. And if you really wanted to body him, no one would care anyway. They'd be like, oh, it's corny, because they don't have the intelligence level to really comprehend the bars that
I knew
spits.
I was done with rap beefs when people were like, the Nicki and Remy thing was over because Nicki sold so much more than her.
That doesn't make any sense. If Remy, and I hope Remy wrote Sheether because she bodied that.
Dude, I don't care if she did it. Like, you know why? Safari wrote all of Nicki's stuff.
Let's not get into this. Isn't everyday struggle. This isn't what this is not what we're talking about. Let's just stop because I don't even want to get into that conversation. I don't. You know how I feel about that. Monster was one of the hardest female verses ever, and I don't care. I'm not. All right, I'm done. Let's wrap. Let's wrap.
Wrap the verse. You know you want to.
Let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up.
Colors.
Do I have to pull out the Chappelle wrap it up box? Come on.
Colors. I ain't gonna front. It is a hard ass verse though. All right.
Yo, my stomach is growling. Can we just wrap this? Like, my stomach doesn't like me right now.
All right. What else is on your mind, man? What's going on? What's new?
What's new is I want you to rap.
Rap what?
I would Joe Budden. I would take these headphones off and I would walk away.
That's cool. I'll carry the show. I am the show. I'm Joe Budden.
I'm not playing with you. Wrap this up. I have to go to the bathroom.
You already went to the bathroom, my nigga.
Thanks, I'm playing with you.
Damn right. I'm torturing you. Hope you feel it gargling in your stomach. All right. If you enjoy what we talked about here, or if you hated it, leave a rating, leave a comment, subscribe. Check us out so you can leave some more hate or leave some more praise. We enjoy both. So, you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Blast Chat, Twitter, at FastWiFi4U. And you can stream us on TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes Podcast, Google Play, and we got some more platforms coming soon, and playerFM. So, yeah, go check us out. I got nothing else to say to wrap up. Like, that's really all I got. We got a live show coming. No, I'm joking. We don't got no live show.
Okay, so everybody, this is
Fat. I feel like we're leaving people like
freaking
out to dry. Like we just pulled out early. Like, send us some questions. Send us some feedback. Some things you want to know. We got you. We answer everything because we care about y'all. This is for you. Fast Wi-Fi.
Fast Wi-Fi for you. Forget all stress today. We invent funny ideas for you. That's Jay. I'm Kev, and you already know what I'm going to say. Just in case you forgot. Look yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you're beautiful, you're handsome, and you can accomplish anything you want to. And Jay is a dickhead.
This is Fast Wi-Fi for you podcast. Dan, did you really take the headphones off? Oh, you mad dramatic. You got to make sure I heard that you took your headphones off, huh? Okay. So I'm relaunching the Fast Wi-Fi for You podcast with Mac and Carlos, the best. Nah, I'm lying. I ain't never doing